1, 2, 3. Hi everyone, I'm Tom.
I'm Galen.
And this is Disco. Brr, brr. And this is 15 minutes of FUME. Yay! So we have a new
guest on the couch.
A new special edition in our family. And we kind of have to include him in videos, or at least introduce him, because he's going to be a factor. He's still so new here, and we, are working on separation anxiety, and, also, the BPAL facility is very pup friendly, and there's usually several of them running around, so this is the new addition. So he will be answering questions in the comments of this video. So if you have questions for Disco, leave them and he will answer at his leisure. It's not like a job, because we're very, animal rights. So yeah. We are so behind in reviewing fragrances that we have been meaning to do some. We have loopers we can review. We're gonna do Haute Macabre perfumes now that we have 6 of them. Yikes, of the new Gemstone series. But we're behind on doing some of the lunacy stuff, and we thought that would be a good low stakes first outing for a 2-person and a dog edition of 15 minutes of FUME. We've got 2 months worth of Ménage à Trois scents, I believe, that we have barely scratched at. And that's not one. Oh, it isn't. It just looks like it.
It is a 3-note.
One less to worry about. I don't even think we have them all. We're just going to smell perfumes here on the couch until we give up or someone gets restless. We have to eliminate all background noise in the apartment in order to film. And then that means that Disco can hear anything going on outside, so we have no idea how many interruptions we can look forward to. But we're just going to work it out, because this is the reality that God has seen fit to smite us with. So Galen, would you like to pick a perfume from the perfume pile and we'll just start smelling it?
Yes.
Are you brave enough to pick a random perfume?
I'm picking
Perfume Roulette.
This one.
What is she?
It's so exciting. Oh, well, that's great. It's vanilla, husk, nutmeg, and hey absolute. How do we do these videos again? Like, it's
I know. So what we do is
What is it?
Say the name of the perfume, and sometimes the name of the perfume is the description of the perfume, so that's all we need to worry about. And then we smell from the bottle, and then if we dare, we apply it to the skin, and we describe our experience for those watching at home who have a nose and have a skin, and can hear us, but may not actually have the perfume in question. This reminds me, off the top of my head, of some of the recent fundraiser scents that we did, which were kind of comfortably vanilla-y and incensey and earthy, really right in that sweet spot. That's just going to be very appealing to a lot of people. Getting just like a kind of a breathy outdoor vanilla in the bottle. What did you get?
I touched it on my nose.
Video over. Cancelled. Done.
It is just such a soft and gentle scent.
What was the second note?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. That's the thing. So yeah, it actually really has that sweet morning, at the farmhouse, sheets flapping in the, in the background.
Hey. Alright. He's wandering around.
Yeah, there's just going to be a critter. So if we look distracted or more absent-minded than usual, it's because somebody is doing something either very cute or very bad.
In this case, very cute. No, you're very cute.
It's fascinating to me how the hay kind of takes this out of definitely takes it out of a foodie scent, even though it has the nutmeg, and definitely there's something it's the grassy, gentle,
it's swaying in the breeze.
Right.
Summer day.
But early, where it's still cool outside. There's something about the vanilla that just makes it kind of nice and gentle.
Yeah, you're not sitting in a field in 90-degree weather.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like this is what the farm wife smells like after baking cookies that morning, so that because you can't do them in the middle of the day, it'll heat the whole house up. That's my scentscape for this one.
Farm wife.
Farm wife was my destiny.
Farm wife from my farm life.
Farm wife.
Can I have the lid? Because I do want to try some on.
Yeah.
I have already tried this on, of course, as being a
Disco.
vanilla freak.
Come on up here. Come up here, you little vanilla freak. He does kind of look like a vanilla freak. Just somebody jangling recyclables outside.
The nutmeg pops out a lot more on the skin, doesn't it? He agrees with me.
Okay. Anything to report? It smells actually.
I said that the nutmeg pops out a lot more on the skin, and it overall just. Do you already put some on? I didn't know.
I did, and yes, I am getting a little more of the spice. Although I have to say, it is fairly stable from the bottle to the skin.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
He's like, who is that bitch?
I know he sees faces.
Huge.
He sees faces in the apartment, and
he
gets
barked
startled.
at our Angeline photo.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck?
He's doing it right now. Look.
I know.
Who is that?
Who's that? There's some lady behind the couch.
Giant goth Rosie the Riveter.
Giantess.
Who is that? So I had never noticed that before. Oh my gosh, he's so startled by this.
Who is that, Disco?
It's fine. Look, it's not a real person. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. We're gonna have to put away our banner in order to film these videos. He's gonna think some giant lady lives behind the couch.
Hey, buddy. It's okay.
Oh no. Come here. Come here.
Distract you?
Come here. You. Come here.
Will we ever get through one of these videos? I'll pick the second one.
This is taking us forever to get to a second scent. I'm like, please, what is it?
All right. So number 2, we got. Pardon my French. OLIBANUM.
OLIBANUM.
OLIBANUM. Australian sandalwood and blue tansy.
All right. Also, he doesn't know what we're doing, so we're just talking constantly, and he's like, what is happening? He doesn't really understand the phone, so I talk on the phone in the apartment when I'm here by myself, and he's just like,
who are you talking to?
Okay. We've never had dogs before. I've never had a dog in my life.
Me either.
Just lots of friendly dog contact.
Lots of cats, and I've done a lot of dog sitting.
Ooh.
This one smells very resinous, like
Love a resinous floral moment.
some kind of like opium den in Paris, I imagine.
4 a.m. The noise at the opium den has quieted down. It's truly just the people who are like closing the joint, who are also the people who open the joint because they just never leave. Fascinating. I mean, the tansy in this is bold. It's like unmistakably floral, but it's like kind of scattered over these like deep resinous swirls. I smelled this and I heard a helicopter. It reminded me of the first time I ever tried nitrous oxide, where you just take a deep inhale and suddenly your brain is going like wah 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 wah. But that's not, it was not related to the product. Ooh, I can tell the oil is like kind of goopy. I love that.
Yeah, it's really got like a heavy vibe.
Currently, Disco is disemboweling a lamb chop squeaky toy that was given to him by Labby Courtney. And I just think it's so funny that the lamb chop people licensed a lamb chop dog chew toy because like America's beloved puppet icon is now eviscerated by dogs all over the country daily, screaming, squeaking at the top of her lungs. I have to admit, the sight of this as a, child lamb chop aficionado, it was rough.
It was a little...
Disco! Now there's people having a conversation directly outside of our apartment. It's like almost like this isn't even about the perfume anymore. Disco! Come here! Disco! Alert! Yes? Okay, now you're understanding that when you bark and I say alert, if you're just quiet enough, you'll get a treat. Will you even be able to smell the treat because I am covered in perfume oils? Are you going to be quiet? Quiet? Quiet. We've been running a lot of box fan and background music to kind of like ease his transition into urban life. This stone quiet filming environment is a challenge for nervous
He moved on.
rescue dogs.
Back to lamb chop destruction.
Okay, that just gives me more time to sit with the tansy. I really like it. Reminds me of something that would be in like An Evening with the Spirits, because there's just something kind of like dark and troubling, and then this
Or
like
maybe Carnival.
gasp of floral. Yes, like something.
There's just something dark and mysterious.
Something's not right here, and yet it is unmistakably pleasant, and that is the Bee Pal experience.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Whew. But like those the fumes coming up off of the sandalwood and the olibanum are like just like, I don't know, really heady and spooky. And then it just kind of like weirdly crossfades into the tansy while you're smelling it. So it's like I'm constantly in a state of going back and forth between being like comforted and alarmed, which is, I believe, how disco feels.
Yeah, I don't know what tansy smells like, but I do know that the flower is actually yellow, which is very misleading.
Well, maybe there is a blue tansy somewhere out there.
I googled blue tansy, and you get back
To be
yellow flowers.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh,
We have artificially blued this tansy.
like blue raspberry.
Yeah, blue, B-L-O tansy.
Yeah. B-L-O-O tansy.
Fascinating. Do you
I
have
already
another one?
picked-
You already got one.
I
Okay,
did.
what is it?
It's Tunisian amber, beeswax, and balsam.
Oh, I wonder why you picked this one.
Because it was the one
Galen
I
is a beeswax junkie. This is an intervention. We're here with you. We love you, me and the entire internet, plus disco. You enjoy the beeswax, and it's important that you heard that from other people.
So what? I like a little beeswax now and then. It's not a crime.
Delicately remove this from your glass.
I don't have a problem.
I stuck it like fully into my entire nostril.
Hey, bud.
Tunisian amber, beeswax, and balsam. So I'm not a major beeswax fan. However, this is intoxicating. The amber is just like sticky, sweet, very suggestive.
From your head to your feet, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I had to do it.
There is like a sort of a vague promise of like a good time here. And the beeswax gives it a little funk, so you're just like, burning the witchcraft candles.
I mean, when amber and beeswax collide, is like, it's.
Sounds like a Wes Anderson movie.
Yes, it's like just my favorite kind of smell.
Wow. This is dark also. It's like rich and dark.
And then you have the woody note from the balsam, and
Right.
it's just like.
So, which is itself also kind of a sticky. The balsam always reads a little like sticky to me. So this whole thing is just kind of like, this is like if you were a Venus flytrap, but you wanted to attract, horny humans instead of insects. You would smell like this, and people would come along and be like, and then put their whole face into that, and then you could like bite it off. That's how plants work, right?
That was a very specific example of
Yes.
what this is like. I'm gonna try.
I am grasping to be specific because I am so distracted.
Yes.
15 minutes of people vaguely nattering about impressions from perfumes you can't smell, plus occasional dog barking. Oh, it's so good.
It's like warm and golden and like
Dark.
and
Yes.
like I'm just.
It's just like there's a weird intimacy to it that kind of weirdly has like a body smell almost.
Yes.
It generates its own heat. It's endothermic. Huh.
Not like in the Shunga way where you're just like, this smells like sex. But
It doesn't not smell like sex.
But it doesn't not smell like sex.
Yes. Disco, would you like to comment? Come
Are you bored?
Come here, you.
What do you think of Tunisian amber?
You want to smell this? He's like, I mean, you can smell, but you can't lick. Those are my rules for everybody, perfume-wise. Yes. Okay, what else have we got?
Vanilla bean, marshmallow, and benzoin.
Okay. 3 magic words. Yes.
Is it heaven in a bottle? Yes.
That's
I would say
Galen's
so.
poster blurb for the movie poster.
I mean...
Okay, I've spent less time with it.
I mean...
I reached for this when it first came out, and Galen practically snatched it out of my hands.
This is actually mine.
Yeah, I was like, no, but we could both... And he's like, no.
I don't think so.
Okay, in the bottle, so that it's actually kind of a little toasty.
I was going to say that it is on the skin, too. There is like a kind of toasted marshmallow quality to it.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the other notes bringing that out, or if the marshmallow has been toasted.
But a
me.
toasted marshmallow scent is the kind of thing that would normally be in the Lilith's collection, maybe. And what's funny about putting the benzoin in this is it does just kind of drift it just out into like more of like a fragrance, like a perfume, less of a fully gourmand marshmallow campfire experience. So you got this like breath of vanilla, and then this kind of caramelized toastiness, and then it kind of settles into this kind of mysterious...
That like sweet, smooth benzoin. I don't even know how to describe benzoin.
Yeah, it just takes... It's like it goes to a kind of a goopy, incensey kind of place.
Yeah.
And that's like a really smooth ride. And I want to go in that ride.
It is just like...
Here, hold this.
I know.
I am tall enough to go on that ride.
So smooth and so fluffy.
Smooth and fluffy. I mean, this is like the scent of our dog. Like, aesthetically.
A little, though he smells a little bit more like Fritos.
And, I don't think this is a little cleaner. That's what's weird, too, is it is actually kind of like
It's
a weirdly
clean
scent. Like, some of these incensey notes, like, really take things into, like, a gritty or an earthy or a smoky place. And this is just, like, a wonderful, like, clean, sweet smell. I mean... reminiscent of the hay one that we smelled first.
Yeah, though completely different.
It's the toastiness that really sets this off.
Yeah.
TBH.
Just a delight. I've been wearing this one a lot.
I think, again, benzoin, it gives it a kind of a maturity, so it's not like a little kid scent. It is kind of like breathy and sweet, but then it's got that kind of like a rich golden toastiness, and then... Oh, Disco. Last thoughts on vanilla marshmallow benzoin?
You want me to give my last thoughts? I just want to keep talking about this one forever.
He's just beginning. Infinity minutes of fume.
I will say I know that this one has been a big seller because of the orders I've packed, and I'm happy about that, and I'm happy that you're probably smelling it right now.
If you're a bee pal head, I will say that as it's kind of settling into the skin, I'm getting a little bit of a mouse circus thing going on. And I think it's because...
The floofiness.
It's the floofiness. It's...
it does, yeah, and like the toastiness
less
of the marshmallow.
but like...
But the toastiness of the marshmallow kind of gives it like a popcorny...
Like something's
warmth.
cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what you wear when you want people to know that something's cooking.
Something.
Okay. I am drawing one at random. Okay, great. Black apple, white musk, and champagne grape. I had meant to take this for my mom to try because she is a grape lady and not in the like fell off a platform and injured herself in a viral video way, but just like the scents she likes are like light fruity stuff. So
ow, 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 ow.
Smelling this though, I honestly think it's too dark for her. Like that black apple, it's a black apple. There's definitely something that's like a little, there's a bite to it, if you will pardon me the pun. There is a more sinister quality to this than I would have expected. I was expecting a kind of like a harmless light fruit musk situation. Is it musk?
Are black apples actually black?
Are blue tansies actually blue? Is anything real? Are we spinners of yarns and purveyors of fantasies?
It's fascinating though. What this kind of reminds me of, B-Pal heads will know, is the snow glass apples thing that we made for Neil Gaiman that has only been released at like certain events and stuff. It just has that like, I mean like the apple is very sinister, but then the champagne and stuff really gives it that kind of
shine.
Weird sparkly effervescence that's like otherworldly.
Right. It is like dark and shiny. It is a dark and shiny apple. This is the apple you poison the teacher with. It's like,
Yeah.
I got you an apple, like bad seed style, you know?
It's like tart and crisp.
It's not super champagne-y either, because that BPAL champagne note
It's
is
just that sparkly
very unmistakable. Like, the champagne has been applied with some restraint. So it really does impart that kind of a faint effervescence.
Yeah.
And it's not super grapey,
Yeah.
you know? It's just kind of like, it's a dark, sparkly fruit. It's like a Pan's Labyrinth Pale Man table fruit. You know, like, you're not supposed to eat it. By the time you're tasting it, you've already, you know, doomed yourself.
Oh, definitely a little more grapey on the skin.
Interesting.
But not in a bad way.
That's not really my experience. Although, now that it's on the skin, I am getting a bit of, like, a wine.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Right. But I'm not mad at that. Again, fitting with the Pan's Labyrinth table. There's just, like, treats here, you know, tantalizing options that you're supposed to not eat, or else the pale man will chase you.
You don't want that.
I mean...
No, you don't want that.
Like, what's his sign?
You don't want that.
What is... Okay, so let me know in the comments, what is the pale man's astrological sign? Someone's got to have insights here.
Wow. Someone just do the astrology for the whole movie.
Well, that's a lot of work, but, you know.
Just curious to hear your thoughts. Dark and sparkly. Also similar to Black Eye Sleeper.
Yes,
from the Darla
we
Tea
did
Garden.
Also a recent for that one.
Again, just like a sinister apple with like a bit of a
That one was
fizzy
more
chill.
frozen, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yes, those were cold apples.
Those were cold apples.
These are like fizzy apples.
On the skin, it's less fizzy, though, definitely, and it's just more like apple wine. So let's dip away from the Fruitopia moment here and go with brown sugar, cream, and Earl Grey tea. It sounds relatively straightforward. I don't put brown sugar in my tea. I don't put sugar in my tea, but you know, like, let's see what that's like. Let's live dangerously. Maybe you're out of regular sugar and you like look at the brown sugar canister and you're like, let's do this.
Well, no one else is here. Like, no one's going to see me do this.
Fascinating.
I could do it.
This is so the brown sugar, like, I mean, what is that, like a molasses that's in brown sugar?
Yeah, it smells sticky.
And there is a kind of like,
Like, I smell the tea and the cream, which is nice and soft, but then there's like that sticky brown sugar quality.
I was going to say it almost makes it, there's a kind of a burned quality to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you've had molasses experience, as, you know, I have. I don't know. Do you have molasses experience? Have you tasted molasses by itself?
I think that I have.
It's intense. So I'm definitely getting, I think, a bit of that. And then I can smell the tea kind of simmering up from underneath. The cream is just going to, I think, be like a mellow, you know, blender of various sharper notes. So I'm going to put some on. I've been so distracted by the presence of the most adorable dog in the world that I don't really remember what parts of my skin have perfume on them already and which don't. So just, you know, being upfront about that. Whoa. Okay. So I thought from the bottle that this was going to be like a kind of like a relatively light and you know, mellow, peaceful experience. And there's something about the richness of the tea, like the bitterness of the tea, the brownness of the sugar, that actually make it kind of intimidating. Are you getting that?
Yeah, I get that.
Did I? Like, I'm going to put it on another place too in case I doubled up somewhere.
Weirdly, I know that I must have put it a little bit close to the vanilla, marshmallow, and benzoin because
I'm getting
a little bit of that, but
what a great meeting of minds. Fascinating. Okay.
It's a little I don't know. It's like serious.
It is. It is weirdly serious. That's a very good way of saying that.
Like, you know, compared to like the playfulness of all the other ones, I'm just like, oh, there's like a serious. This is Giles.
The posture
from
is
Buffy.
straight.
Like,
yeah, like,
yeah, we're like, okay, time to work.
There is like a hint of sweetness to it, you know, but like it has this kind of like smoky. Yeah, like my God, I'm like at a loss.
It's
for
nice.
words.
It's nice. I have not smelled this one yet.
I would say that there is almost something a little cologne-y about this, and that's interesting because that was also the case with the black tea, the October 32nd blend we did for the Halloween collection last year.
Oh, yes,
is a cream and tea with dead leaves. And that one reads a little bit cologne-y, and I've always thought that's because that's the thing people sometimes say about the dead leaf notes, and people kind of get a kind of a cologne-y vibe from it. The more I say cologne-y, it just sounds insane to me, like I'm saying baloney. But
I'll have a cologne.
Cologne baloney. It's like a magic word that summons like a baloney demon. Anyway, there's just something about this that reads like really kind of gentlemanly to me, which I guess shouldn't be surprising given like the tea associations and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a really though, like a rich, almost like woody scent.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's coming from in there. But it's just smells like a really, like a beautiful dimly lit study with like a cup of tea in it.
Perhaps a library.
Kind of a heavy scent too. Like I can tell that this is gonna have a throw, you know?
Yeah.
I felt that about the blue tansy one too.
Yeah, the blue tansy one's got.
Where I was like,
vibe.
okay, like if someone was here, I mean, who knows? I mean, I was gonna say what Disco thinks. He's unconscious now. He's
got
clearly
the sleep twitches.
relaxed enough from the outdoor noise to just put it all away for a while, or maybe his, you know, CBD treat has kicked in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's so cute. That little.
I really like this. From the bottle, I have to say, I would have maybe given it a pass and said, I'm good. You know, on the skin, the way this is kind of starting to like billow, I want to do this again. I want to like inflict this on people. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
While we're here, do you want to smell the last one that we have?
No, I'm done.
Okay, well, that's been very nice talking to you.
No, I, of course, would love to smell
We have one more in our little pile here. I don't think this is the full set of what we owe the world, but we have a strawberries, red musk, and May rose. And I'm excited about this because I got very into Floral Sheet Ghost last fall, which was a fruity rose, fruity floral. I have no doubt this will be a different experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could smell it even after I opened it.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That's like the little girl in the Blow Pop commercial circa 1994. Do you remember?
I do. That's like definitely what I was quoting, but like completely subconsciously.
We have quarantined together
Strawberry.
for so long that at this point we share a brain, and now, you know.
No, I'm just thinking of Blow Pop.
Well, it doesn't smell like that.
No.
At all. It's not like that. That was just a funny thing to say.
Oh, this is interesting. Because, like, after you get past the initial shock of, like, strawberry,
yeah. It's a more mature scent than Floral Sheet Ghost because that one had pineapple in it, and the whole thing was just kind of like, it was a rib tickler. It was just kind of, like, silly and light and sweet, and it had that, like, cottony thing going on, too, of the sheet of the ghost. And this...
Oh, but red musk, you know.
This is a more sophisticated woman. This is like who Floral Sheet Ghost was in life before she became a ghost.
More pineapple-y in death, you know, but...
Oh, death makes you very silly. Wow.
Okay, the red musk is really... like...
I'm just
like really changing this.
I'm just sitting and vibing with it because that strawberry and the rose, you know. The rose keeps the strawberry from being too foody. The strawberry... Did I say that backwards?
No.
The strawberry keeps the rose
from
being too, like, intense and going, like, too... I don't know, rose can be kind of sour at times, or... I don't know. And then that musk. Okay, well, I gotta find a place to put this, so... we'll just see about that. It's just so like richly red and kind of different gradients of red, you know? It's like the paint chip that has like, you know, pale pink, less pale pink, you know, all the way down to like the burgundy. It's like got a real palette to it. I can almost reach where I have it scented. I really think that the rose is going to take center stage here. I think my theory is that the strawberry is going to burn off. The rose is going to be left, and then the musk is going to, it's basically just going to become like a lovely like rose perfume. That's the theory. Hypothesis.
This is interesting. Yeah, already the strawberry is just like kind of winding down a little.
Yes, she said what she had to say. I have so many things I would like to layer this with. So, including some really weird things like that hay thing that we smelled at the beginning.
That hay thing?
Yes, I want to smell these side by side. I really weirdly think that they belong together. Farm wife stepping out.
Farm wife leaves her farm life.
With a rose in her hair. Yeah, there's, oh wow, amazing.
And one strawberry in her purse. That's for later, it's for a treat.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, what an adventure.
Yeah.
Fruity floral people, you are your own breed. There's something about those two things together that people, you know, it's a certain perfume lover who goes wild for that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can tolerate a musk, then we have something for you. Was that the...
That's it.
No, I was going to say that apple champagne grape was also a musk, right? So that's a fruity...
White musk.
Fruity musk.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I put that. I bet I could find it. If I do a...
Is this what it's like to be a dog?
There it is.
So...
Okay, I'm like, actually, I just smelled too much and now I'm very confused.
Okay. And that means that it's time to end the video.
I was like, wait a minute, I thought I had it for a second and then I lost it.
Come here, Bisco. Come here, you. Come here, you. We're going to come over and say goodbye to the people that you don't know are watching. So there's no way to make you attentive to that in a way that is like, you're not like a show dog where you can just turn it on. Like, you know, like young Judy Garland, just like, but, he was not. He was like a little asleep, but you know, it's time to say goodbye. He's like going to his sleep place.
Yeah, now. I already said goodbye.
Yeah, Disco is checked out. You will be seeing more of him. And thank you for tolerating all of our, you know, endless challenges that we impose to those who simply want to find out what a perfume smells like. Looking forward to those Pale Man Zodiac speculations in the comments. Disco will be answering questions. And we promise we will get cracking on the loopers.
I know that's what you're thinking.
ASAP.
Like, wait a minute.
Took kind of a long time to pour and produce them. We've been strapped, so...
It's just been busy.
They're coming in. Expect more exciting X-rated perfume content in the very near future. If you're under 18, I don't even know why you're watching this. Shouldn't you
go to school.
We'll look at a TikTok.
Go look at a TikTok.
But anyhow, Tom, Galen, Disco, signing off. We'll be back with you very soon. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye.